Welcome to the class 12 students. Today I will be starting a new chapter with you all, and that chapter is Health and Diseases, chapter number 9 of the syllabus. Okay, so chapter number 9, Health and Diseases, will be the chapter that I will start today. Now, let's define these two terms, what these two terms mean. First, talking about health. So, what is health? Obviously, we know health is a condition where there is no disease. Okay, no disease. But is it just the absence of a disease? It is not that. Health, the term health has been properly defined by WHO, World Health Organization, WHO. They have defined this term very well, saying that this term health does not only mean the absence of any disease, it also means the well-being of, proper well-being of physical, mental and social needs of a person. Or we can just say that WHO has defined health as the physical, mental and social well-being of any person, and not just the absence of any disease. Okay, so these are the points that we need to remember when we think about what is health. Okay, so absence of disease, but not just that, also physical, mental and social well-being. Okay, so this was all about health. Moving on to this term disease. Now, what is disease? Disease obviously means dis-ease. Okay, what do you mean by dis-ease? Dis means absence or like not present there properly, and ease means uneasy. Means dis-ease means the total thing means uneasy, not being easy, means disease or uneasy. Okay, so disease has been defined as a feeling of being uncomfortable, okay, or a feeling of uneasiness. Clear? It can thus be defined as the malfunction of a body with specific symptoms. Disease happens in the body or in any particular body part, and there will be certain symptoms, specific symptoms for a specific disease due to a number of factors leading to impairment of the health of that individual. So what will happen? Feeling of uneasiness or uncomfortable or uncomfort, we can just say uncomfort or uneasiness, and leading to symptoms, specific symptoms of that specific disease. As a result, what will happen? Impairment of health. So this is all about disease. You don't have to learn the definitions of health and disease that much, because these are just concepts that you will need. But these concepts are important. You will not get this type of questions that define health or define disease. Okay, these are just basic concepts to move on with the next topics of this chapter. Moving on to the types of diseases. Now, talking about the types of diseases. There are two broad categories of diseases. The first one is congenital, and the second one is acquired. Now, what is congenital disease? The diseases which are present right from the birth of an individual and take place due to any mutation of the gene. Okay, present right from the birth and also they occur due to any genetic mutation or gene mutation. I hope you all know what is mutation. That means change in the genetic constitution of an individual. So congenital diseases are present right from the birth, contributed by genetic mutation, chromosomal aberration, or also environmental factors. So genetic mutation, chromosomal aberrations, means changes in the chromosomes, and also environmental factors, all these things may lead to a change in the gene. Okay, and examples include color blindness, though the people who are colorblind, they have that disease right from their birth. Okay, other examples include Down syndrome, Turner syndrome. All these are genetic diseases which are present right from the birth, thus they are known as congenital diseases. Down syndrome, Turner syndrome, these all are, there are more such diseases. For example, thalassemia, for example, hemophilia, Klinefelter syndrome, all these are disorders of the gene, and they are present right from the birth and occur either due to chromosomal factors or maybe chromosomal aberrations or environmental factors, as a result of which mutation in the gene takes place and it causes these diseases in a person even before his or her birth. Okay. Now moving on to the second category, which is acquired disease. Now the word acquire means to acquire something or to get something. Okay, the word acquire means to get something. So the diseases that are contracted or achieved, not achieved, achieve is not the correct word, but acquired, or a person acquires this disease after birth. For example, infection, any infection, okay, cancer, addiction, depression, allergies, all these are, let me write it down, cancer, addiction, allergies, all these are acquired diseases, and since they are obviously contracted after birth, that is why they are known as acquired diseases. Now, acquired diseases can again be subdivided into various types. The first one is the communicable disease and non-communicable disease. So these are the two categories which are under acquired disease. Okay. So what are communicable disease? The diseases that are caused by different disease producing agents and they can spread from one person to another, those are known as communicable diseases. For example, measles, influenza, and the biggest example right now is obviously COVID or coronavirus, the disease spread by coronavirus, which is COVID-19. So these are the examples. You can write chickenpox, measles, influenza, and obviously COVID-19, which is the current situation right now. So those diseases that are occurred by disease producing pathogens, and or you can say disease producing organisms, and can be spread from one person to another, are known as communicable diseases, since they are acquired after birth. That is why, means communicable disease will obviously take place after birth, right? That is why they fall under this acquired category of diseases, and these are the examples. There are more examples, and you can write other examples also. COVID-19 is the current situation, is our current situation right now. So you can write this as well. Next one is the non-communicable disease. So this is just the opposite of communicable disease, and they are confined to a person who has this disease and do not spread like communicable disease from one person to another. And the examples include diabetes, arthritis, cancer, etc. cancer is one of the biggest causes of death of a large number of people. So cancer is a non-communicable disease. Cancer does not spread like that. Cancer occurs due to changes in the gene, and that is not congenital also, because cancer, one does not take birth with cancer. Cancer happens after one person is born. Okay, so cancer, diabetes, arthritis, depression, all these are examples of non-communicable diseases which falls under the acquired category of diseases. Now, I have categorized diseases into two broad categories, which is congenital and acquired. One is present from birth and one is acquired or contracted after birth. Now, diseases can also be classified on the basis of their occurrence, means when and how they occur. Based on that, diseases can be classified in a separate way. Okay, so let's talk about that. Now, talking about the different types of diseases based on their occurrence. Okay, so the first category is endemic. I hope you have heard this term before when I was teaching you the chapters of ecology. There I have talked about endemic plants and animals. So similarly, endemic disease, the meaning of the word endemic remains same, that it is localized, means it is found in a particular locality, just in the same way that endemic plants and animals meant plants or animals or any species which are found in only a particular area. That means they are local and they are not found elsewhere. Okay, so endemic diseases are also localized diseases. The definition says when diseases occur only in certain localized areas affecting only a few number of people. Okay, it is occurring in a particular locality affecting only a few number of people. Those are known as endemic diseases. For example, goiter, which affects the people of sub-Himalayan regions of India. Sub-Himalayan regions of India. So this makes goiter an endemic disease of the sub-Himalayan regions of India. Okay. Moving on to the next category, epidemic. This is also a very common term right now. You all have heard about epidemic. Epidemic is when a disease spreads very fast from one person to another, and it affects a large number of people over a large area. That mostly, in most cases, if it can affect people of a whole country. Or if it is a very big country, a very large part of that country, if it is affected by a particular disease and it is spreading rapidly and affecting more number of people in a large area, that is known as epidemic. Okay, a disease is said to be epidemic when it breaks out and spreads rapidly from place to place, affecting a large number of people. Plague, assumed epidemic form in India. So, plague is an epidemic, was an epidemic in India, and it affected the whole of India, a very large number of people of whole of India. Okay, so epidemic is when it affects a very large geographical area, also affecting a large number of people. Third one is what we are going through right now. Okay, that is pandemic. So you all know the example of pandemic, that is COVID-19. So when a disease spreads worldwide, it affects people all over the world. that at that point of time the disease has become a pandemic. It is not anymore an epidemic when it starts to affect people all over the world. Okay, the definition says a disease is called pandemic when it spreads worldwide. For example, AIDS. So since COVID-19 is the current example, it is better you give this example, but also AIDS is another example of pandemic. Okay, the third one is sporadic. So what is sporadic? The word sporadic itself means scattered, means when a disease affects people in scattered areas occasionally and individually. Means suppose this is a very large part of a country, and this and in this area few people are affected by a certain disease. Again here it is affected. Again after some point of time, when these diseases are no more found here, it affects another group of people here after a certain point of time. So this disease occurs sporadically, means in a scattered geographical location, not at the same place, sometimes here, sometimes here, at other time there, and also individually and also at different points of time. So to define when a disease occurs in scattered areas occasionally and individually. Occasionally means not all at all times, but sometimes. Okay, so these are the categories of diseases based on occurrence. So based on how and when they occur, diseases can be of 4 types: endemic, epidemic, pandemic and sporadic. So don't confuse between endemic and epidemic. Endemic means a localized disease, and epidemic means a disease that affects a large number of people, covering a large geographical area. And also the difference between epidemic and pandemic is a disease is no more epidemic when it affects people all over the world. When it affects people worldwide, then it becomes a pandemic. Okay, so I hope till this part it is clear to you all. I will continue with the next part, that is non-communicable diseases, in the next video. Thank you.